Royole technology will go down in history as the company that was able to beat both Samsung and Huawei when it comes to unveiling the first foldable smartphone in the world. And I'm talking about a real foldable screen, not the kind of foldable displays we saw on the ZTE Exxon M and similar handsets. Then again, Royole Technology's concept will never be as widely available or as polished as the Galaxy F and Huawei's own foldable handset. The demo you'll see shows exactly why smartphones with foldable screens sound so exciting. It also shows that smartphone makers will need to come up with convincing user experiences for the device, and make sure these new devices offer top-notch quality. You might not understand the person showing off the device, but the video of the handset in action is enough to tell us the full story. As you can easily see, the display seems very plasticky when folded out. It's also very glossy, which could be a problem. Yes, you get a tablet-like interface that works in both portrait and landscape modes, but the display doesn't appear to offer a good experience at all when it comes to touch and navigation. Just look at how the light bounces off the surface of the screen. That means the surface isn't as smooth and even as you'd expect from any smartphone or tablet display. When you fold the device, the screen stays on the outside, and you should be able to seamlessly switch between the front and back displays. One of them has a huge bezel, which is where the dual-lens camera assembly resides. The experience, however, is far from being polished, and you'll notice some lag and jitter when apps have to switch to a new screen mode. Not to mention that the device doesn't seem to be pocketable, which is the whole reason to make foldable devices in the first place. What's interesting is that the unnamed device is powered by Qualcomm Snapdragon 8150, which happens to be the new marketing name for the Snapdragon 855 flagship platform that will power phones like the Galaxy S10, OnePlus 7, Pixel 4, and every other hot Android phone coming out next year. With all that in mind, if an unknown company, at least to Western markets, like Royole Technology can create this particular device right now, then we should be seriously excited about what giants like Samsung and Huawei are going to be able to do. Foldable phones is one of the biggest buzz terms in tech at the moment, with Samsung, LG, and Huawei all experimenting with the tech, but all those companies have been beaten to the punch. Unfolded, this looks like a tablet at 7.8-inch AMOLED, but the screen will shrink to 4 inches when you folded it away. When it's folded, it'll switch from a tablet interface to something more suitable for phones. There's Android 9 Pie software right away out of the box, but it comes with the company's own UI called WaterOS running on top of that. An interesting quirk here is the company is using the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8150 chipset that has yet to be announced by the company. That's a bit more powerful than the Snapdragon 845 we've seen in most flagship devices in 2019. There are 3 different versions of the foldable phone, 2 with one sporting 6GB of RAM and one 28GB of storage, and the other 2 8GB of RAM with either 256GB or 512GB of storage. There's a 3800 mAh battery inside the phone, but it has yet to be said how long that will last. Considering this may be powering a 7.8-inch tablet for a lot of its usage, it may not be as impressive as some would hope. The rear camera sports a 16MP shooter with a 20MP telephoto lens, but that'll also act as the selfie camera when you turn the FlexPai into its smartphone shape. We've yet to hear whether the company plans to release the device outside of China. If it does, it'll be the equivalent of $1,300/£1,000/$1820, so it's not going to be a cheap device to buy.